everyone. How are you guys doing today? Good?
How are you?
I'm doing okay, but for some reason I'm feeling so cold. Are you guys also cold?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I thought I was getting sick. Okay, good news. We have only 2 more sections and then our syllabus will be done. But we have how many classes? Today is 22nd. Sections. How many classes we have left? Let's see. So 1 class will be exam. Today is what? 18 here. So we have this week 1 class, 2 class, next week 1, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. We have, including today, 7 more classes. And then after today, 6, and then there will be 1 exam. So we have 5 days extra, which is cool. True. Do you guys have fun here? Thank you. So, we can finish the syllabus this week, today and Friday. And then since you'll be done with the syllabus this week, I can give you a day off on next Tuesday.
Wait, what? Next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday. Like we'll be done with the syllabus this week. Completely.
Wait, what's our next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday. Friday we don't have class because Thanksgiving.
Next Tuesday?
We can give you a day off on next Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
So next week is the Thanksgiving week, right? So you guys have lots of things to do. So I can give you a day off on Tuesday and Friday. There is no school. So you have 1 week gap. Have fun. Enjoy the Thanksgiving. And then when you'll be back, we'll have a review day. And then Friday you'll have your exam. Okay? Sounds good? Unless you have something to do. December 5th is your 3rd exam. And then you'll have 2 classes here, 2 classes in the morning. So 4 classes to do final exam review. Okay? 2 classes with you guys, 2 guys with my morning class. So 4 classes together. I can do 2 review with them, 2 review with you guys. So you have 4 review lectures. And then our final exam will be 16th, Tuesday, 8 a.m. in the morning.
In that room or in a big room?
No, it's a big room. Let me see, do I have the information here? Yeah, it will be 11th floor, room 155. 11th floor. This is 9, right?
Yeah.
So 2 flights up. Okay, and today we're going to do something fun. Circle. Any question before you start? Any comments, concern, complaint? I think I opened chapter 12 until Tuesday. No, 24, if I'm not wrong. 24 is mine. Monday. So either next week Monday or next week Tuesday. Until then, you have the entire chapter 12. Homework and quizzes. Please do them before Thanksgiving, so you can enjoy Thanksgiving without having any homework to do. And plus, you'll be done with chapter 13. So I'm going to put the chapter 13 date also in there.
How many lessons were in 12? I know there was 12.1, 12.2,
12.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 sections. So 8 homework, I think, but quiz are less than 8. But your time, so please do them before Thanksgiving. Any question? No? Circle. Circle is a fun section because we know what circle is. Circle. Well, let me start by drawing a circle. Do you see any circle in this room? The clock, yeah. Mostly every room has a circle in our school. So a circle has several things. How come we didn't create anything? Let me do it again. circle. So we have a circle. Exactly in the middle, what do we have? What's the name of the thingy? The point? The point in the middle. What's the name of this point? Center. See, when you are in the center of anything, it means you're exactly in the middle. So, people say he's the center of everything. What does it mean? It means he's in the middle of everything. Now, the distance between the center and, before that, what do you call the outside part, the circle thingy? Circumference. Good. Circumference. Now, the distance between the center and what? The distance between the center and circumference, what do you call them? Radius. And if you go through one side of the circumference to another side of the circumference that goes through the center, what do you call that line? Diameter. Diameter. So radius is half of the diameter. That's the relationship between radius and diameter. Okay, what else we have? Center, radius, diameter, circumference. And today we are going to learn a new concept. It's called a tangent line. A tangent line is a line that goes through the circle only one point, through only one point, and it's the end of the radius. The line that goes through the circumference, that touches the circumference at one point, and it's the end of the radius, and the relationship the radius and that line is their perpendicular. That line is called tangent line. Tangent line. Okay. So tangent line and radius, they're perpendicular to one another. And tangent line touches the circumference once, and it has to be the end of your diameter or radius, whatever. Any question so far? Good. Now, in this section, what we're going to do is we're going to learn how do we write circle. And then how do we find the center, the radius, and the tangent line, the equation of the tangent line. That's the main purpose behind section 13.1. Now, when we talked about lines at the beginning of the semester, we said there are three formats of line: slope-intercept format, point-slope format, and standard format. Similarly, circle has two formats instead of three. One format is standard form, and another form is general form. In general form, we write the circle in expanded version. X squared plus y squared plus some type of ax plus some type of bx equals c, or plus c equals 0, whatever. So we don't like general form much because this doesn't give us much information. What's the center? How much is the radius? We don't get any information. That's why mathematician invented a new format, standard form. And we love standard form because in this format, we can see the circle. Also, we can see how much is our radius. Means how big the circle is. In this format, we write x minus h whole thing square plus y minus k whole thing square equals r square. So what's the center? It's the h from next to the x and k from next to the y. You put them together and they give us the center of your circle. In the equation, we always have a negative in standard form. So when you take the circle, when you take the center, you have to take its opposite sign. The positive h from the inside and positive k from the outside. Not outside, sorry, from the inside of the. So this thing is the x value and this thing is the y value. H is x, k is y, just like the vertex. Remember the vertex form is x minus h whole thing square plus k. So here our K is also inside another perfect square. So if you have a circle x plus, let's say 2 square, and this symbol always have to be plus. And then y minus, let's say 1 square. So when you take the center, you have to take the opposite sign. Inside is plus 2 and minus 1. So when you write the center, it should be minus 2 and plus 1. The center is opposite of the sign given inside the square. And whatever number we have outside of the, not outside, the other side of the equal sign, if we take the square root of that quantity, that's the radius. So if we have this equation, let's say equals 4, that tells us our radius is square root of 4, which is 2. So one side of the equal sign gives us the center, the other side of the equal sign gives us the radius. Okay? Now let's do one example. We have x minus 2 square and always plus. Okay, remember it's always plus. In order to guarantee that there will be no negative problem, we have to have square means positive, plus means positive, square means positive. So in order to guarantee that that exists really, we only work with plus, positive, positive, positive. So we have x minus 2 square plus y plus 7 square equals 36. Can you guess what's the center of this circle? Good job. Positive 2, negative 7. So you take opposite sign from the inside for both x value and the y value. And how much is the radius? It's 6. Because here, square root of 36, going to give you 6. The next question has x squared plus y squared equals 4. It doesn't have any visible h or visible k. So who would like to guess the center here? Danielle. Good job. When you have nothing, that means you have a 0 there. You can rewrite this as x minus 0 squared plus y minus 0 squared. So x minus 0 means x, y minus 0 means y. So what is our center? 0, 0. And how about the radius? Good job. It's 2. From the square root of 4. So even if you don't have any extra number, but still the center is there. It's at the origin. And if you do see a number, it just shifted the center from the origin. Now let me show you how to graph it. We have 2, negative 7. So this is 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should go a little bit upward. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is your center. And then from center, you go 6 units on all directions. So 1 up, let me draw it red. 1 up, 2 up, 3 up, 4 up, 5 up, 6 up. So you go 6 units up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 units left. So you go radius unit on all 4 directions. And then you connect all of these with a circle. You get the idea, okay? Let me put it a little bit here. So that's how you draw a circle. You start from the center, and then you go each way on each direction, you radius many units. I don't remember whether the homework has domain or range or not, but we can easily find the domain and range. For this question, the circle we draw, what's the domain? Means from which x value to which x value you have in your circle. What's the smallest x value you have in your circle? -1, -2, -3, -4. -4. And what's the highest value you have in your circle, x value? So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8, x value is the highest one, and -4 is the,
How did you get those values?
just count. So if your center is here at 2, and you're going 6 units, what is 2 plus 6?
Oh, I see. So you're counting from the center, not from 0.
Right. From 0, it's hard to see, but from center, it's easy to see. So from center, add the radius, this is your domain. From center, subtract the radius, this is the left side of the domain. And how about the range? What will be the range? From the center, go up unit and down unit the radius. So if you go down, how much is the lowest y value you have? -13. And if you go up from the center, -1. So that's your range. So all you have to do is from the center, add or subtract the radius. If we add, it gets depending on which direction you are adding. If you add x-wise, you get the x value, which is domain. If you go y-wise, there's a range for and we don't have any hole. So both radius and both domain and range, they have bracket as the ending. Now for this one, the bottom one, your center is at the origin, 0, 0. And you are going 2 units up, 2 units down, 2 units left, 2 units right. And then if you draw a circle here, something is wrong. It will always give me 1 unit less. Okay. So what's the domain for this case? -2 to +2. And the range? Same thing. So finding domain and range is also easier. Even if you don't draw, all you have to do is add your radius with the center, and then you get this domain and range. Any question? In the final exam, there will be 2 questions from this section. 2 or 3. Sometimes they give 3, sometimes they give 2. Okay, the next one. Try the next one by yourself. They give you the center and they give you the radius. You're going to write the equation and also draw and also find the domain and range. Do all 3 things. Equation, draw, domain and range. Ready? Not yet. Okay, equation. Asmine, would you like to give me the equation? You didn't get it? No problem. Shuing, would you like to give me the equation? Good. Plus 3 square. Wonderful. Y minus 4 square equals 4. So this 4 is 2 square. The right side is the radius square. Good job. Now for graph. One, two, three. You should draw a little bit up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So your center is here. 3, -4. And then you go 2 units on each direction. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It doesn't look like a circle. Find the equation of the circle.
On the other side, you on the opposite.
My face is on the other side.
It's -3.
Oh. Yeah. Thank you. It's -3, 4. Come on, what's wrong with me? Now I'm gonna do it by the- oh, man. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here. So 2, 2, 2, 2. It doesn't look like a circle, but assume it's a circle. Okay, who'd like to give me the domain? Daniel.
-5.
-1 is the bracket. And who'd like to give me the range? Anastasia. The other way around, small to bigger. So 2 to 6. Any question? And you can always verify that. If you have -3, if you add 2, and -3, if you subtract 2 for your domain, you get -1 and -5, which is same as this one, from -5 to -1. For range, you add or subtract with the y value. Our y value is 4. So if you add 2 and if you subtract 2, that's supposed to give you your range. So this is 6 and this is 2. So which is same as this one, 2 to 6. Bless you. So with the x value, you add to get the domain. With the y value, you add or subtract to get the range. Minus. Any question? Okay, so now what if we are given the equation in general form, where we don't see anything, any information about the circle. So we don't like this format. Anytime we have this format, our goal is to convert this into standard form so that you can see all the information about the circle. So in order to convert the general form into standard form, we get the help of complete the square method. And we use this method twice. Once to complete our x and once to complete our y. So our standard form has two completed square, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared, and then the radius square. So you see the perfect squares, we have two perfect squares. So our goal is to rewrite this into two perfect squares. So in step 1, we bring the x's together, x squared minus 6x. And then you always add y squared plus 8y. In this process, we don't need the 11 on this side, so we bring 11 to the other side. So keep the x term and y term on one side and the constant to the other side. We don't need the constant. And then we can easily convert this into perfect square without doing anything extra. Our goal is to have a perfect square here. So this is x perfect square. And then this is perfect square for the y. Do you remember how to complete the square? What goes inside here? Next to the x? It has something to do with this one. Half of your x coefficients. So if you divide negative 6 by 2, what do you get? Negative 3. And then you always have to subtract the same quantity with a perfect square. So you add the negative 3 inside the square and you subtract the same quantity square outside of the square. So from here, what goes next to the y? 4. So we need to subtract that 4 square. Whatever goes inside, you always subtract that quantity square. Equals 11. You can do that, or you can add those extra numbers on the other side. It's the same thing. You can subtract from the left side, or you have to add on the right side. It's up to you which one you want to do. So we get x minus 3 squared minus 9 plus y plus 4 squared minus 16 equal 11. Now, if you observe, our standard form has only square term on the left. That means the two numbers you are seeing on the left side, they're useless on the left side. So we need to remove them. So we add 9 and we add 16 on the other side so that there will be no extra term on the left side. X minus 3 squared plus y plus 4 squared. And if you add all three things, 36, we have a nice number 36. So this is standard form. Without the square number, you cannot have. Oh, this one, the 36? Yeah. No, not always. I mean, I thought you were talking about the left side. Right, it could be anything. So from here, we can figure out our center. What's the center of this circle? The center is -4. +3, -4. Center is a point, that's why I put a parenthesis, not bracket. And how about radius? 6. From here. If you get a non-perfect square, your radius will be just square root of that number. For example, 41. If you have 41, your radius will be square root of 41. And you have no idea what is square root of 41. Just leave it alone. Any question? Okay, then you try one. What is this? Oh, and this will be in the final exam. One of these. In the final exam, they ask 3 questions. One is this type, one is red tangent line, and there is one distance formula. So in class exam, I'm going to ask 3 things here. I mean, not 3 things, 5 things. First, write in standard form. Second, find the center and radius. Third, graph it. And then fourth, find the domain and range. I'll ask all 4 things in the exam. Reading is 11:10. Ashley, Jolisa, Michael, Lola, Jonathan, Rena, Denisa, Samantha, Nicole, Andy, Priya, Andrew, here. George here, Mariana absent, Danielle here, Fatimata here, Ajmain here, Shirley here, Chloe, no Chloe, Kathleen here, Brennan here, Raheem here, Shahana here, Brian R. absent, Brian V here, Gian absent, Alex here, Anastasia here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Any more? No, then tangent line. Andy, no phone, please. Try this question. You're done? Okay, then help me with this. What did you do? You complete the square good. So what are you supposed to write? Tell me. me rewrite first. 2x plus y squared 6y equals 3. And then what did you write? -1 square.
Like,
Perfect. So you got -1 here, -9 here. So what did you do? You added so 1 and 1, so 9. So 1 and 9. All of these cancel out. X minus 1 square, y plus 3 square. And what do you on the other side? 13? Okay. So this is the standard form. So what's the center? Perfect. And radius? Square root of 13. Perfect. You got it. Any question from anyone? So here, dominant range will not be a whole number. It will be something with radical. So for domain, it's the x value of your circle, f value of the center, plus or minus square root of 13. So the smaller number will be 1 minus square root of 13, the left side, and 1 plus square root of 13, the right side. For range, it's a y value plus minus 13, radical 13. So y value is -3. -3 minus square root of 13 is the left point. -3 plus square root of 13 is the right point. Oh, it's brackets. So these are not whole number. These are decimal number. Oh, why did it put it's minus? Okay. Any question? No. Now the next question, the next concept, tangent line. So tangent line to a circle at point P on its circumference is the line perpendicular to its radius at point P. Basically, if you have a radius here, and this is point P, where the radius ends, then if you draw a line here, which is perpendicular to the radius, this is your tangent line. So in this question, they are saying, consider this circle x squared plus y squared equals 25. So what is the radius of the circle? 5. And what's the center of the circle? 0, 0. So if you draw a radius, you should draw from 0, 0 to anywhere. Here, 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 here. All of these are radius with 5 units. Now they are saying in this circle, determine the equation of the tangent line to the point 2, 4. So let me erase all of this. They want specifically at the point 2, 4. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. The graph is not accurate, okay? So 2, 4 will be somewhere here. So if you draw a radius here from 0, 0, oops, from 0, 0 to 2, 4. This is the radius. They want you to find the equation of the tangent line that goes through the point 2, 4. What's the equation of this line? This is what they're asking. Okay. Now, to answer this question, we are going to use the knowledge about a perpendicular line. Radius and tangent line, they're perpendicular to one another. What type of slopes perpendicular line have? Negative reciprocal, means sign opposite and flip the fraction. So that's the important thing to remember. Their slope will be completely opposite. So our goal is to first find out what is the slope of this radius. Okay, if you can find the slope of the radius, you know what the slope of the tangent line. And if you know the slope, your life is easy because you have the slope plus 1 point. So you can use the point slope formula to find the equation of the tangent line. Now the radius is a black line. In order to find radius, at least how many points we need? 2 points, right? So we have 1 point here and we have 1 point there. So you have 2 ways of finding the radius. Not radius, sorry, slope. Either count by observing your graph or use the slope formula. Either way, you'll get the same result. So if you do count, remember the slope is change in the y over change in the x, right? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So if I want to use the graph to count from 0, 0, from 0, 0 to 2, 4, how many y units you are going? 4 y units. How many x units you are going? 2. And both of them are going positive. So going right means positive, going up means positive. So it's 4 over 2, which is 2. This is how we find it using graph. But let's say you have no idea what we just did. No problem. In that case, you have 2 points. 1 point is at the center 0, 0. The other point is 2, 4. So you're going to find the slope using the slope formula. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So this is x1, x2. This is, sorry, x1, y1. Something is wrong with me today. I'm talking weird. x1, y1. This is x2, y2. So y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1 gives you 4 over 2, which is 2. You get the same thing. Now, if the slope of the radius, the slope of the radius is, radius slope. If the slope of the radius is 2, what would be the slope of the tangent line? Negative 1/2. Because they are perpendicular lines, they're supposed to have completely opposite slopes. Negative 1/2. That's the tangent line slope. And the tangent line goes to the point x1, y1 is 2, 4. Since we have this information, insert blank page, then we can find the equation of the tangent line. Why they put it here? Equation of tangent line. Y minus y1 equals slope times x minus x1. So what is our y1 for the tangent line? 4. What's the slope for the tangent line? No, tangent line.
-1/2.
-1/2. Slope 2 is for radius. Tangent line is perpendicular. So completely opposite. And what's the x1 for our tangent line? Most likely in the exam, in the final exam, they will ask for this format, y equals mx plus b. Okay, usually they ask for this format. That means you have to solve for y. So first we distribute, and then second we add. We get y equals -1/2 x, -1/2 of 2 plus 4. So y equals -1/2 of x. What is half of 2? 1. So -1 plus 4. So final answer is 1/2 of x, and then what's the y-intercept? -1 plus 4, how much you get? 2. With the equation of the tangent line. And it does make sense because observe, it's a decreasing line. Decreasing line will have slope negative, and we do have a negative slope.
-1/2 times -2 be +1. So wouldn't it be -1/2 x plus 1?
Oh, it's negative. I didn't see that. Thank you. -1/2 times is +1. So we get +5. Yeah, I'm making so many mistakes today. Yeah. Some days we have good days, some days we have bad days. Today I missed my first class. I missed my bus. So I was like, it's too late. Okay, any question on finding the tangent line? This is your second final exam question you're going to have. The first final exam is this type. Find the equation in standard form, center and radius. The second is find the equation of the tangent line. Any question, comments, concern? No? Okay, go ahead, you try one. Here they're asking for, instead of one, okay. First find the slope and then the equation. So sometimes that's for slope, sometimes that's for equation of the tangent line. So find out everything, slope and the tangent line. And then I have one more question. The slope is actually very easy to find because there's a trick there. And Jannah already figured that out. The slope is y over x. So it's easy. That's the slope of that tangent, not tangent, sorry, slope of radius. So they're going to tell you what the slope of the tangent line. Opposite sign and reciprocal of the fraction.
They're always going to give you the point.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not always going to be just x
Center.
squared y squared.
Probably. Mm-hmm. Here the center is at 0, 0. That's why this is the trick. But point center is not 0, 0. You really have to find the slope. Y2 over Y1. Yeah. You just subtract the center. So try these two. And then you'll go to a new concept. Hmm. Who needs help? Anybody? Nobody needs help. So the control lines is possibly for the actual condition. So for the visual lines, they have 1.5, 1.5. So the radius is 2. Like in control line, we have with 2, which is 1/2, and we change the sign. Something. That's what we're about. Well, also find the equation. Yeah, good.
Sometimes it's really like a word is like, and sometimes. No, if you, then you want to, you can use a calculator or if you get everything on the first, but not the brown. I think that. But if it's a not calculator portion, they want to do it like this, you want to go ahead, maybe come on. Page, how are you doing? This is the radius slope, which is 9/2. So you need to know the radius of the slope will tell you, the slope of the radius will tell you what's the slope of the tangent line. So what's the slope of the tangent line based on this information? Tangent line and radius, they are perpendicular. So if radius has this slope, tangent line has this slope. Perpendicular lines have whatever slope. Opposite sign and the reciprocal. So you're going to use this information to find the slope of the tangent line. And then the negative sign of opposite. So this is the slope of the tangent line and then what's it? And now this tangent line is going through the point 2,9. So what's the equation of the tangent line? So now I need to find the equation of the tangent line. Negative 9 times 35. This is the answer to all the questions. Yeah, it's the way. Did you do anything? I'm pretty tired.
Maybe a little bit.
Equation of the line. What are the equation of the line?
First one is maybe 2 over 9.
That's a slope.
Okay.
Yeah, what equation of the line?
I'm not,
You don't know or you didn't track. If you know the slope of the line,
Right.
and if you know one point that goes to the line, the one point the line goes through, how do you find the equation of the line? You know,
Where's
one
the point?
point.
Oh,
is slope.
so. X. Times 2.
You're not doing circle, you're
Oh,
finding the
just-
equation of the line.
So y equals mx plus b.
Your end product will be y equals to plus 2.
Y.
You know your point and you know your slope, so how do you find the equation?
And the y intercept, right? Which is,
Which you find?
oh, yeah, that thing was like y minus y1.
That's a big deal. Okay, so that's the equation of the sample, but they're saying they're asking for what's the equation of the tangent line. Tangent line means it's touching the circle, but going through this point. Going to this point and starting one end of the radius. One end of the radius, going to this point. So what you do is this is a scenario. From here to here, this one was since to line. This is the point. They want to find what is the slope of this line that's going through here. And look at the area and 0.2.
I want
So after the
to make sure I
what the storage is. I think because it's area, the extension line. If cross one and a back, touch one back in one direction.
Oh, you did the whole thing.
So particular lines.
Yeah, that's what it produces. That's the yeah.
First you find what the slope and radius.
It's this one.
The slope of the radius is y over x.
Goes through that side. It's like program. It's like program.
Good. This will tell you what's the slope of your engine. So that's the other things in there.
Yes, so could I do one?
Information. This is the slope of the radius. Now, the slope of the tangent line is so whatever sign you have, you need to put down the sign, opposite sign. And you can split the fraction. This is not going to split the fraction. Good. So we need the slope of this line. Now we need to find the equation of this line. To find the equation of the line, equation of the tangent line is y minus y1 rho y1. So this is the slope here for the tangent line, and this is the point they are going to. If the half point is the strong, it's going to be like a radiator. Just have to shape that. If you want the final answer to y equals mx plus b for means solve for y. If the solve for y, passing to the you can try the entire line first. Y minus 9 equals if it's finishing negative 2 negative x, so what is that?
Oh,
Negative 2 negative 3. Like 2 lines after. Or we multiply to one fraction of one fraction, not we multiply the numerator. The last thing we do is add 9 to the side. So, to combine them, to multiply these things, that's going to be 9 times 9 is 1, and then 2 plus 4. That's the final answer. You're late. Yeah. Okay, let's do them together. Who would like to try the first one, the left one? Andy. Oh, no, sorry, you already did one, never mind.
Let's pick Andrew.
So the slope of the radius line would be 9/2. And the slope of the tangent line would be -2/9.
Perfect. And I need to know the equation of the tangent line. Even though they didn't ask, but in the final exam, usually they do. So I'll define the equation of the tangent line.
You want me to do that? I didn't.
You can just tell me like what I should write.
Okay, so the equation of the tangent line would be y minus 9 equals -2/9 x. I'm sorry,
X minus
x minus 2.
X minus 2. Perfect. You distribute.
Y minus 9 equals -2/9 x. Minus 3 times -2/9.
The plus 4/9. And then lastly, add 9. So y equals -2/9x. So if we add 4/9 plus 9, easily to do this one is not 13. You do 9 times 9, which is 81. So you multiply here, and then you add this. So you have 81 plus 4/9. Y equals -2/9x plus 85/9. That's the equation of the tangent line. So first we find the equation of the radius, which is based on this if the center is 0, 0. I have to check whether they have a question where the center is not 0, 0. So when the center is 0, 0, our slope of the radius slope of the radius is y/x. Nicole, would you like to help me with this one? So tell me the radius slope. Perfect. So that helps us to find the slope of the tangent line. No, the slope of the tangent line is the reciprocal. 12/5 with a positive sign. These two lines, they're perpendicular. Perpendicular. So their slope are opposite, means opposite sign and then reciprocal. So that will help us to find the equation of the tangent line. Y minus y1 slope x minus x1. So what do I write? Y minus -5 equals 12/5 x minus 12. So you distribute, and here the double negative turns into positive. So y plus 5 equals what? When you distribute, what do you get? 12/5x, and you distribute here. So minus 12/5 times 12. This is 12, right? We're distributing a slope to the -12. So -12 you're multiplying by 12 over 5. But when you multiply fraction with non-fraction, you only multiply the numerators. So y plus 5 equals 12 over 5x minus, what is 12 times 12? 124. 144, sorry. Man, something is wrong with me today. I'm sleepy. And then lastly, you subtract 5 from both sides. So that cancel out. We get y equals 12 over 5x. And since we have the same sign, so you're going to add the result. So it's negative 144 minus, you multiply this and you add the result. So we have minus 144 minus 25 divided by 5. So y equals 12 over 5x minus 169 of 5. This is the equation of the tangent line. One surprising thing, if you notice, is that the numerator and the denominator actually comes from the y value and your radius square. So the y-intercept of your tangent line is radius square divided by y value. 169 over -5. If you observe this one, this is 85 and our y is 9. Look at here, the y-intercept. It's 85 over 9. It doesn't look now. So you can check your work. If they don't match, that means something is wrong. Okay. So your slope is x over y with the opposite sign from here. And your y-intercept is 1/6, your radius square over the y value. Well, I drew in one place, but they're trying to try another place. Okay, any question? So these are second type of final exam question you will see in the final exam. And now today's last topic. I have to restart this because the WordPad is not working. So let me save it. Files. Save. I think it's already saved, so never mind. We're going to cross out. The last topic here is finding the distance between any 2 points. So to memorize the formula. The distance between any 2 points is the difference in the x, take the square, plus difference in the y, take the square, and then the result, you take the square root. So this question arises from this scenario. If we have, let's say, one x value here, x1, y1, and you have another point here, x2, y2, and you have to find the direct distance from this point to that point, then all you have to do is use the Pythagorean formula. You take the difference between x2 and x1 and difference between y2 and y1. So this distance square plus this distance square is your direct distance square. And then you take the square root. So if this is A, this is B, and this is C, we have A square plus B square equals C square. Here A is x2 minus x1. Here B is y2 minus y1. And you see is the direct distance. So to look for the C, you need to take the square root, and you get x2 minus x1 whole thing square plus y2 minus y1 whole thing square under the square root is the direct distance between the 2 points. So that's how we got the distance formula. So this is basically C equals A squared plus B squared under the square root. So if you don't want to memorize this formula, make sure you know how to derive the formula. And if you don't want to derive the formula, memorize the formula. You have two choices. Now, usually in the final exam, there's calculator question. Usually, but sometimes they ask in the non-calculator part. Find the distance between 2 points. To find the distance, first you level your points. Let's say this is x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. Then what will be the distance? What minus what?
6 minus -2.
6 minus -4 square.
Yeah, plus -1 minus 7.
-1 minus 7 square. And we take the square root. So PEMDAS says you have to do the inside first. So make sure you do inside. What do you get? 10 square plus -8 square.
100.
So 164. Is 164 a perfect square number? No, because 169 is. Since this is not a perfect square number, leave it alone. If it's in the non-calculator portion. But if it's in the calculator, it depends on the multiple choice. Can you reduce it? 164. Is it divisible by any perfect square number? Which number? 4. 4 goes to 164 how many times? 41. So this is 2 square root of 41. You try one, and this time they want you to find the answer to the nearest 10th place. What? It's a 2 square root of 34. Did I make a mistake somewhere? 6 plus 4 is 10. -1 minus 7 is -8. So we have 164. So 4 times 34, 6. No. So my answer is wrong. Right? 6 and 4 gives us 10, which is 100. -1, 6 minus 4 is 10. -1 minus 7 is -8, so 164. So my answer is wrong. it should be 41. I'll try the last one and then we're done for today. Nicole, no phone, please. In our next exam, we will have two parts. One is the non-calculator part and one is the calculator part. So make sure you have a calculator before next exam and you know how to work on your calculator. Ready? Jelisa. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. -4 square. 5 and 19 gives you -24 square. So -4 square gives you and 24 square. Mm-hmm. And then before you round, what do you have? Give me two places, please. 2, 3. So rounding to the 10th place means 24.3. Oh, you take the answer. Do you have the correct one? Yep. Yay! With this, you're done at 13.1. So you have only one more section, which you're going to cover in our next class on Friday. 13.3. Last section of the semester. Did you miss any section this year? No, right? We covered everything. Then how come we have so much time in our hands? That's weird. Really? Huh? Probably that's yeah. So please do your homework, okay? All the homework chapter 12 are open. Please do them. Bye. See you all on Thursday. Not Thursday, sorry, Friday. Huh?
Is he on this thing?
Yeah, it was there all this time.
It's mine. I left that.
And you forgot about it. I do. Because I record them.
Yeah. This Friday.
Shahana. What is your last name? Okay. 1, 2. Only 2 I have recorded. So you're safe.
I'm not gonna be here this Friday. My uncle died. My mom's going to India and my dad's already out of the country for work. So my sister's little, so I have to go take care of her. So I thought I'd be here for Tuesday, but we don't have class Tuesday, then I'll see you in
Yeah.
a little bit.
Okay.
But I just wanted to tell you.
So whatever you're going to miss on next Friday, make sure you
Yeah,
watch the record.
actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened? Is everything okay?